What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 6 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. The Eagles, after winning last week, are still here in first place, and Devontae Smith picked himself up Offensive Player of the Week, 11 catches, 169, 15.4 yards a catch, and a hat trick when it comes down to the touchdowns. So Philadelphia had themselves a pretty good week. And after that one, hey, I feel like the last couple of weeks, the offense has been absolutely shaking and baking out there. We've been moving down the field like nobody's business. Yeah, even the coach was like, yeah, it's been happening. We've been calling up some fire plays. Brian Johnson has finally figured out how to call a decent offense. And guess what? The coach challenging the offense yet again. Throw for 3+ offensive touchdowns. Okay, all right, fine. Throwing for 3 touchdowns, that's going to be super easy against, of course, the Seattle Seahawks. And Geno Smith, their number one offensive weapon, going to be DK Metcalf, 823 yards, 6 touchdowns on 59 catches. Eek, guys, we got to save DK. Tyler Lockett, he's out for this one. He's going to be gone for another week right there. That's going to hurt the offense. Brian Mondo's gone. That guy's gone. Lucas is going to be out. Kobe Bryant is on. Derek Young, Mike Morris, Kenny McIntosh, Drake Thomas are all going to be missing time with random injuries here and there. Dallas Goedert, he's going to be cleared to return this week. He's missed the last 4 weeks due to a fractured forearm. So the fact that we're going to get Dallas Goedert back the week after we lose, Jimmy Graham, that is a big get for the offense. And then coming into this game, guys, we're going to try and get some after-school special right there. Head coach, got to upgrade him. We have 117 training points right now, and we need to get after-school special. We need to be upgraded. We need to have 6 players at once just get upgrades. Get the extra XP for the offensive players, especially coming out of the draft. Like, that's the main goal. Have as many players available to get bonus XP, especially after this year's draft. Going to go for a lot of weapons. Going to need a lot of weapons. A lot of people are going to be expiring contracts. A lot of veterans. A lot of players where you're kind of like, oh, what's going to happen next? Now, how do we go into this game, and how do we stop the Seattle Seahawks? Oh, well, we're going to stop Kenneth Walker. They are the number 14 ranked rushing offense, 16th total offense. Defensively, they're pretty dog shit. They are absolutely awful. They are not good at a lot of things. Now take a look here. Jamal Adams, he's like a golden turd, actually. Yeah, he can't really play defense. Doesn't do much for the interception game. Doesn't do much for the pass coverage game. He's like a linebacker that plays safety. Of course, we have the same 3 players. They're sitting up there. They're going to be our focus players for the week. That's where we got to get that after-school special going. We got to get that bottom row of players. We got to get them able to be usable and just get some extra players with some extra XP. Now, we can't have any big offensive hurts right now. You got to think, we're down Landon, we're down Jimmy, we can't be down any more offensive line, we can't be down any more receiving threats. Like, we can't be doing stuff like that. That's going to be where we kind of cross the line right now. Now, take a look here. Offense, so far, so good. And yeah, we're cruising right now. Everyone's healthy. It's what you like to see. Keely Ringo and Marlon. Yeah, they're going to get some upgrades right there. So Keely Ringo finally getting himself an upgrade here. Only took him, 6 episodes of just sitting here to get himself an actual upgrade point. So Keely Ringo and Marlon here. Marlon, just kind of a big run stopper in this defense. Not someone that really sees the field all that much, honestly. And I don't know. I'm not sure really what Marlon's role in the future of this defense is, or even really he has a role in the future of the defense. But Keely, though, we always have room for extra corners. Upgrade that zone, +3 zone coverage right there, making this man a scheme fit. That Georgia defense is going to be looking real nice. Now here comes Marlon. Yeah, Marlon's going to upgrade that run stuffer. Sure, he's power rushers the scheme fit, but Marlon's not a power rusher. He's not a guy that rushes the quarterback. He doesn't get sacks. You kind of just stick him out there on the goal line defense, and you're like, yeah, plug as many holes as possible. Stop that 1-yard rush. Stop the tush push. That's his job. That's what he does. Now, coming out here to Seattle, that's what he's going to get paid to do. Stop Kenneth Walker. Stop any first downs via the run. But we're going to highlight A.J. Brown. 1,300 yards, 87 catches, 10 touchdowns on the season. Geno Smith, the opposing QB here, he's going to be going up against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. That defense for Seattle, they're ready to rock and roll. And out comes Philadelphia's offense and the rest of their team just in general. Philadelphia, yeah, they're not a very popular team right now, sitting at 12-1 on the season. They're on a pretty big win streak. Geno Smith hasn't been doing much this season, honestly. Had the comeback player of the year last year. He was the replacement for Russell Wilson. And yeah, Geno Smith hasn't really lived up to what he was doing last season. Plain and simple, Geno Smith is not Russell Wilson. Geno Smith is exactly what you thought he was. That bust of a quarterback that was drafted by the New York Jets in, the second round? Whatever round Geno was drafted in, yeah. Geno Smith with the Seahawks, he's still that quarterback. He's nothing special. He hasn't changed. He's not, the reincarnation of Drew Brees. But 2,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, 14 picks. Oh boy. 3rd and 4 now for Geno, first drive of the game. That's going to be a dump down pass right there, and Nakobe Dean puts an end to that one. 4th and 6, so a loss of yards on that one, so he drops it behind the line of scrimmage. 3 and out, and out comes Philadelphia's offense. Philadelphia led by Jalen Hurts. Take a look at his season right now. 3,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, 11 picks on the season here for Jalen Hurts. So Hurts and the Eagles, they're ready to get this underway. 7.5 left here in this first quarter, as Hurts hands this one off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift turns upfield, gets himself about a 12-yard pickup there for the first down. 2 carries, 24 yards on the day for the Philadelphia native DeAndre Swift. 2nd and 3 now, Jalen Hurts. He's going to drop back, clean pocket, rolls out to the right, and Hurts going to turn upfield, and Hurts has himself a first down and then a couple more yards. Down at the 20-yard line, bringing Philadelphia's offense into the red zone. So 1st and 10, 1st and goal now. Here we go. 4 minutes left in this one. Hurts rolling out, and Hurts going to walk it in for the rushing touchdown. Just no one got open. No one pressured Jalen, and Jalen just took advantage of it. He walks right in there for the rushing TD there. Jalen Hurts, you forget he can hurt you with his legs too, especially how he's been slinging the rock the last couple of weeks. Geno Smith, sack, fumbled, picked up by Josh Sweat, who shuffles his way into the end zone there, taunting the offensive lineman. And there you go. That's a scoop and score for the defense as Philadelphia comes up 14-0 here in this first quarter alone. So there you go. Big touchdown, Josh Sweat. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Hand off to Kenneth Walker. And Walker breaking some tackles, harnessing his inner Marshawn Lynch. 4 carries, 21 yards on the day for Walker in this one. There you go. Hassan Reddick having some words there with Walker. 3rd and 5. That one's going to be caught. That's DK Metcalf. And that's going to be Mark Short. But Metcalf came back to the quarterback. And Geno Smith's arguing that, hey, forward progress. 1st and 10, underneath throw. That's going to be A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown gets the first down and then about 2 or 3 more yards. That's going to be 4 for 4 for 37 yards here for Jalen Hurts in this first quarter. Now, 9:49 left here, and that's going to be picked off. Oh boy, Jalen Hurts just underthrows his receiver. That's picked off by Tariq Woolen right there. First pick of the game for the Seahawks defense. You hate to see that one. 1st and 10 now for Philadelphia's defense here. That's going to be pass rush. Makes Geno Smith run for his life. That's Zach Cunningham who came in unblocked. Oh boy. The fear in Geno Smith's eyes. You should have seen it. 2nd and 21 following the sack. That throw, that's picked off. That's going to be Sidney Brown take it down the sideline. He's at the 20, the 15, the 5, and a pick 6 for Sidney Brown. There you go. Big pick 6 touchdown there. 2nd defensive touchdown of the game for Philadelphia's defense. That's what you like to see right there. Now 3rd and 9 following the pick 6. And Geno Smith sacked again. Bradley Roby on the cornerback blitz right there. And Smith just not having himself a comfortable day in pocket. 3rd and 4, Hurts. That was just a bad throw, bad catch attempt right there. 4th and 4, forcing the punt right there. 1st and 10, Geno Smith trying to do something here on offense for the Seahawks. And Smith just sacked again. Kobe Dean, Philadelphia, bringing the house. Defensive coordinator Sean Desai, he's like, hey, I got the dogs. Let them run free. 3rd and 16 now. Smith pocket collapsing, and Smith sacked again. Josh Sweat on this one. That's a 4th and 20, and the Seahawks are going to punt it. 21-3 here in the second quarter. Hurts throws that one sideline. That's caught by Julio Jones, who has himself a pretty big pickup right there. Hurts at 54 yards with an interception on the day. We need 3 passing touchdowns. So we got to start somewhere. Better start now here. Hurts throw on the run. Guess who? That's Devontae coming off himself a big week. And he's down at the 4-yard line. 75 yards passing on the day so far for Jalen Hurts. And Smith got 2 catches for 29 yards. 1st and goal. That's a touchdown. A.J. Brown puts Philadelphia up by 7 more. That's 28-3 here for the Seattle Seahawks. You don't like to see that if you're a Seahawks fan. You don't really get outplayed like this very often. Now 1st and 10, Smith sacked again. Bradley Roby screaming off the cornerback blitz. And Sean Desai, yeah, he's facing his old team there. And he's making them pay. 3rd and 19, Geno Smith pocket. He's scrambling. Out comes Sweat, and there you go. He just dumps it all along the sideline, avoiding yet another sack. 1st and 10 for Hurts in the offense. Hurts, just no one's there. What was that throw? A little jump throw. That's picked off by Bobby Wagner. Jalen, what was that? 28-3 now following that really bad pick. Geno Smith does the same little dumb jump throw, and Sidney Brown picks it off again, his 2nd of the game. And Sidney Brown takes that down to the Seahawks' 42-yard line. So, hey, the Seahawks picked it off, and Geno Smith said, I don't want it, and gave it right back to Philadelphia. Now Jalen Hurts, here we go. Hurts avoids 1 sack, can't avoid a 2nd one, and the defense just locking up all the receivers right there. That's going to be the 1st sack of the game for Seattle's defense. 3rd and 9 now. Hurts throwing. That's going to be caught and knocked away. Oh boy, Bobby Wagner just comes up and shows you he's still a top linebacker in the league. 4th and 9. Jake the Snake Elliott shows you why he's the best kicker in the league. Puts Philadelphia up 31-3. Now 2nd and inches. Play action. Smith scrambling, throwing. That's a 1st down. D.K. Smith breaking tackles, and big hit from James Bradbury. Couldn't force the fumble. He went for that hit stick. But that ends the half. Philadelphia coming into the second half of this game. Run the ball. Only 51 yards. But how are we going to stop it? Defend the inside run. So run the ball and stop the run. And we open this game off by passing. Alright. Way to stick to the game plan there. Brian Johnson. Hey, we need to run the ball more. Eat the clock. Pass the ball. Gotcha. 1st and 10 now. Jalen Hurts. Rolling outside. Here we go. Hurts across his body. That's Dallas Goedert coming off the broken forearm. And Dallas Goedert going off the field with an injury. Leg cramps. So that happens when you're out for 4 weeks. Your body's not used to these hits. Grant Calcaterra, baby. Get in there, big dog. Sure, you have concussion history in your past. Don't worry about that now. You're good. But God's going to miss some plays. 2nd and goal. Hurts throwing. Hurts touchdown. Alright, there you go. 2nd passing touchdown of the game. This time to Grant Calcaterra filling in for the injured Dallas Goedert. So Goedert going to get some extra time to rest here after this touchdown drive. Now, the defense back out there for Philadelphia. Jalen Carter and company. And, almost another pick right there. But there you go. Sidney Brown after the avoid sack from Geno Smith. And that's the 3rd pick of the game for Sidney Brown. That's now back-to-back weeks a Philadelphia player has had himself a hat trick. Last week, Devontae Smith with the touchdowns. This week, Sidney Brown with the picks. Now 2nd and goal. Guess what? That's another passing touchdown. And there you go. Dallas Goedert in his return game picks up the receiving touchdown. 45-3 now. Play action. Smith throwing over the top of the defense. This is that time of the game where Madden goes, we're going to start scripting things. You want the same consistency as the rest of the game? Not going to happen. Carter, big sack right there. First of the game for Jalen. That's what you like to see. So 3rd and 13 now following the tackle for loss. That's going to force the punt. But Jalen Hurts rolling out of pocket, 2nd and 6. And Tariq Woolen does it again. Just jumps the routes. All right, rookie corner. 2nd pick of the game there. That was intended for A.J. Brown. But that sets up the Seahawks there at Philadelphia's, their side of the field. 3rd and 3, here we go. Just a check down pass. Of course, he's wide open. Why would anyone guard the guy standing at the first down line? That's Kenneth Walker, the running back. 3rd and 10 here. Geno Smith, sideline throw, and that's going to be dropped. Not a great play there from Geno. 4th and 10, field goal unit comes out, and it's 45-6. Hurts rolling around here behind the field, throwing across his body, caught from A.J. Brown. That was almost picked off again. Tariq Woolen almost had himself a hat trick after that throw. Oh boy, Hurts is slinging it like Brett Favre out there. 1st and 10. That's just a nice, easy throw. Devontae Smith spins for the first down, and he's down at the 6. So big catch there for Devontae Smith. Takes Philadelphia down within the 6-yard line. 4th and goal here, and Hurts sacked. Yeah, Frank Clark Sr. on the sack right there. Turnover on down. 2nd sack of the game for the Seahawks. Now 2nd and 7 here following the turnover on downs. Geno Smith pressured. Avoids the sack from Jalen Carter. Avoids the sack from Sweat. And DK Metcalf breaks 2 tackles there. Needs Kevin Byard to take him down. So 2nd and 5 now following the first down from DK. Handoff to Walker. And Walker gets the first down. Shrugs off Nakobe Dean. Shrugs off James Bradbury. And Byard needed again to take down the running back. 3rd and 5. Here we go. That wasn't Kenneth Walker the last first down, by the way. It wasn't him. First down. Madden scripting at its finest right now. Jackson Smith and Jigba. First down. 3rd and 9. Philadelphia's defense, bend, don't break, hand off, and all right. Maybe the scripting isn't perfect. You run the ball on 3rd and long. Didn't work out in your favor. 45-9, and DeAndre Swift. He had the outside route, could have gotten the big gain, but no, opts for the short route. Looks for the first down. 3rd and 11 here. Hurts in the offense, looking to keep the drive going, throwing sideline, and that could be knocked down there. Tariq Woolen on the pass defense. 2nd and 9 from the 2-minute warning here for the 12. Here we go. Geno Smith, his pocket empty backfield, pressured, and another sack. Hassan Reddick and Jalen Carter team up in this one. 3rd and 21. Oh boy. Big play coming down here. Smith, clean pocket, avoids the sack, airing it out, and that one, that's picked off by Kevin Byard. That's going to be the 4th pick of the game for the Seattle Seahawks and Geno Smith. Minute 14 left here, and that's going to kill the clock out. Right? That's got to kill the clock out. Nick Sirianni, yeah, he calls some dumb little runs, some QB kneels, and Pete Carroll, he's embarrassed here at home. 45-9 is the final score here in this one. And yeah, Philadelphia, they're the better team right now. Philadelphia always has struggles playing other bird teams, so the Cardinals, the Seahawks, they always struggle against these teams. But Geno Smith didn't have it this game. 3 touchdowns, 3 picks for Jalen Hurts. Gross. DeAndre Swift, 90 yards, no touchdowns. Hurts had a touchdown on 19 yards on the ground, 3 carries. A.J. Brown, 56 yards and a touchdown. 46 from Dallas Goedert. 43 from Devontae. Julio, Grant Calcaterra had a touchdown. So, yeah, it spread the ball around. Johnson allowed a sack. Hate to see that. Byard led the team with tackles with 6. He also had an interception on the day. Tackles for loss, tie between Jalen Carter, Bradley Roby, and Nakobe Dean at 2. All right, a couple other players had a single tackle for loss. Sacks, 2 from Bradley, 1.5 from Jalen, 1.5 from Hassan, 1 from Zach Cunningham, 1 from Josh Sweat, 1 from Nakobe Dean. That is a lot of sacks right there. 3 picks from Sidney Brown, and 1 pick from Kevin Byard. Yeah, that's a pretty good mid-season pickup right there, Kevin Byard. Jake Elliott, perfect as always. The better between the Tucker-Elliott combination. That's what you like to see. And Braden Mann, we call him by the right name this time, 104 yards on 2 punt attempts. All right, Boston Scott had 100 yards kick return, so he got busy, and 25 yards on 3 punt returns. Not quite busy on the punt game. Just wasn't his day punt-wise. Sidney Brown, of course, after himself having a big game, a big 3-pick game, gets himself an upgrade. Gonna go from a 73, I tell you he's a 75 and now at the +2 to morale. But here's the question. We upgrade the hybrid, make him more of like that Malcolm Jenkins player, or we toss it in the zone, We're going to make it a zone because guess what? Make this man, make him a scheme fit, help him get upgraded. He's a 76 overall now. If we can get this guy to be like an 88 overall by the time his career is said and done, that's going to be a very dominating backfield between Kevin Byard at a 90 and an 88 overall Sidney Brown. Plus, we got Reed Blankenship back there too. Put him at sub-linebacker. Oh, baby, this is a mean defense. DeAndre Swift upgraded at elusive back. He's 85 overall, 88 with a +3 to morale. There you go. Perfect scheme fit running back right there. Get this man a power back next year. Oh, it's a boom and zoom offense. Devontae Smith, hey man, I told you the offense could do it. Yeah, you also didn't say the offense was going to throw 3 picks on the day either. But hey man, to each their own, I guess. A win's a win at the end of the day. You don't care if it's a win by 1 point or if it's a win by 41 points. It's a win. All quarterbacks have +5 short, medium, and deep accuracy the next 3 games. Cool, all that for some +5 for 3 games. All right. Hey, man, it works. I mean, Jalen Hurts gets a little bit more accurate, and all receivers get +5 catching traffic and spec catch for the next 3 games as well. But after this week's win against the Seahawks, next episode take on the New York Giants for the first time in the next 3 weeks. But texting you though, peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch you on the next episode here on the channel.